Hello, Gerald Jovan once again. Yeah, I already finalized my previous video about the S. If I really understand the letter S well, it should also be clear in the word BIS, and I forgot to mention that word or investigate that word, so here it is. So, in the background, some theory that blah 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 at the right, not explaining it right now, but I will explain BIS. B I had before is that form that is really at the edges of a formation yeah, here somewhat in between where the material is visible. We orientate ourselves upon that material, and especially on the part where it says, oh, it is breaking open a little bit. It's reaching its borders actually a little bit. That is what we see. That is what we see in B. There's something filling into its border. That's the B. The combination with E, that's in my system, it's that the E is one of the framing elements. So the more complicated third category of context-seeking orientations. The E is used as actually as a kind of selection procedure. Also at the borders, it will see where the things are forming and see what will fit so that we will find its place and time. So there will be the E. It will show and see what will fit actually, that what we can use. So what will it do? It will use a selection procedure for it. What is that selection procedure? It precedes B, so it precedes the selection. Actually, also already from here it says, okay, what is the thing that can breach here? Where is it that I can breach? And I will only take that, and that is what I do here in the E. I will breach that, and I will make my selection of what I can use and what I can select in context from that position. So that's what I do. I make a selection, and I will do that into S. S is that last feedback system. It's also at the borders, but it will use a feedback system, so where the things will come back. So the results will come back innerly and will show its feedback. How will it be able to do that? It will use always a frame. It will use a frame. Of course, what will it use for that frame? It will use the letter B and the letter E, of course, as a frame, so that it can frame itself well, so that it can see what kind of effect will it be if I use it everywhere. That's basically what it is. So I already show you B and S. It's of course much more, but that's what you already saw in the previous video with other letters, but I will use the E this time. So when I use the E was that breaking apart it's actually, yes, breaking apart of my frame actually, so that I have, yes, two frames. That's my application. My application will be ending in two frames, two focuses. That's the BIS, which is actually almost the entire meaning of it, at least the first part of it. It splits my focus into two frames. Now the effect will come in. The effect will be inwardly. That's a bit more difficult for me to explain and to show, okay, what will really be the feedback inside. But we know what BIS is. It actually says what is going to be repeated from one area to another. That's that feedback process which after the breaking into two parts, it will see, okay, what do I have here innerly? That's that end effect that we will have in the end. Difficult to explain in form, but you explain it. The explanations are really better if I have a good expression of it. In this way, you know the content, you understand it. The BIS is that repetition. What is going to be repeated when I split my focus? What is breaking my focus? What is breaching my focus? And this is done in two parts, and that's what will be sensed there as well and be noticed there. And that's what the BIS is. It has its full attention of focus into that area, into that frame, And that's what the word means. It's framing that part which is breaching itself from inside and using it as two separate frames and see, okay, what do I have here in both areas, of course, at the same time. Okay, I hope that was clear enough. Thanks again for watching. Bye.